Sometimes it's a struggle being positive, and I am the first one to recognize that. Believe me. I haven't been on here in a few days. I've been working all the time, and, the struggles that come along with that. But I do want to share something that my cousin posted that really struck me this morning. So it's okay to not be okay and still heal. And I want to elaborate on this because I firmly believe this. Of course, it's obviously okay to not be okay, and a lot of people don't realize that. A lot of people think that they need to put on a face all the time. No, dude, you need to feel the feelings that you are experiencing. Burying them, especially as men, this is obviously applies to women too, but men seem to have a problem with being told to bury their feelings, and that is just going to destroy you. Your feelings don't go away because you bury them inside of you. Time is not healing you. If this was the truth, then everybody would be healed and nobody would have trauma. So remember that. If time actually healed you, no one would have trauma. So the truth is, you just learn to live with the pain. And what it does is it becomes an automatic part of your day-to-day reactions, things you're not even going to realize. So when you encounter a situation, your automatic reaction is based on things that you have stuffed down inside of you. Anxiety, freaking depression, a lot of those stem from things that you haven't dealt with. So thinking that time is healing you is probably one of the biggest myths that we've come up with as a society. So one thing I can recommend is going to talk to somebody. It seems taboo, it seems weak, whatever you want to say, but it will help you. If nothing else, than to learn ways of dealing with it, getting those emotions out, and, just an alternative, way than just burying it. Another way that really works, and this works for couples especially, is writing it out. Write it out on paper. And anytime you feel it, don't try to push it away. Write it out, and try to replace it with something good. Like, I love if you say you hate yourself, I love myself instead. Forgiveness. Forgiveness is really the answer to all of this. When you eventually get to that point, forgiveness is what you have to do to release yourself. But anyway, wanted to share that. Hope you all have a wonderful day. Many, many blessings. And as always, you're worth more than you know. Please have a good day.